Because even though LeMahieu may be a better defender, and I think overall he's a very good player, you do now lose your jack of all trades because then he becomes your third baseman. So this guy that was brought here to play every position, to kind of fill in for people, give guys rests, well, now he becomes your full-time player, so it affects the bench. So you cross your fingers that he's not going to be out for the year. But just the fact that just another injury so early, I said yesterday, April's a good time to have him rather than September. You don't want to make yourself a hole. Thanks for the Red Sox losing for the first of the life. Nobody's running away from this thing. Baltimore's now the team B. Now that everybody realizes the reality is going to have them eventually come back from that.
But the thing that, if you're a Yankee fan, that you can say is the one of the best guys you can run away from the Red Sox and beating these bad teams. But if they were to all of a sudden they're 3-2, and then they have the game more time before going on. The schedule is not that good.
But this was supposed to be a really good cleanup, right? And they won last night, obviously not tradition. They didn't crash the brains of the Tigers, but they pitched well. They got great defense from Judge. I thought that was the turning point of the game. If that ball gets by him, we're talking about a 3-3 tie. Who knows what happens? But let's wait and see how these injuries come back. And CeCe's one of the guys, but you could absorb that. But Andujar being done for the year would be really bad news. Andujar on the 10-day injured list is not the end of the world. Andujar out for the year is a big problem.
Well, I will tell you this. I'm looking forward to when we open up the phones for the people that were burying Brett Gardner yesterday to maybe apologize and say, listen, I probably...
Great point.
Am I right?
Mitch.
I'm done with him. If home run, single, I'm done with stolen base. I'm done with him. Are you still done with him? Or do you change your mind on one day?
You can't have a reaction both ways. It's wrong for somebody to say, I'm done with him. And it's also wrong that one good day matter just all...
I've had people come up to me and say, hey, you know, are you brainwashed by this? I said, no, nothing like that whatsoever. I said, it just simply works.
When you call, use discount code NEWS, and we'll take 20% off any first preferred order of Balance of Nature and have it shipped to you free. Call 1-800-246-8751. That's 1-800-246-8751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com and use discount code NEWS.
WINS, WINSHD, WNWHD3 New York.
A radio.com station. Winds news time 2:59. Here's your 1010 winds AccuWeather forecast. Cloudy and breezy tonight. We're looking at rain in the city and the immediate suburbs. Could see a heavier rain across parts of Long Island. And windy. Winds gusting to 35 miles per hour, down to 42 tonight. Tomorrow mostly sunny, still windy, but milder, 63 degrees. Partly cloudy, diminishing winds tomorrow night, down to 45. On Thursday, mixed clouds and sun, a little cooler, the high 58. AccuWeather says for Friday, cloudy, breezy, a damp day. We're looking at rain returning, the high only 47. The weekend, though, should be dry and warm, with temps in the mid-60s. 49 fair now, the humidity 37%. The winds are south of 3, gusting to 21 miles per hour. More people get their news from 1010 Winds than from any other radio station in the nation. Sweet Tina Kokars, our service aide. Walter Geis is the writer. Justin Traeger is at the editor's desk. I'm Susan Richard.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Winds. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good action.
afternoon, 49 degrees, 3 o'clock on this Tuesday, April 2nd. I'm Larry Cantor, and here's what's happening. 2 cops are hurt while working crowd control at a rabbi's funeral in Borough Park. House Speaker Pelosi says the complaints of 2 women about encounters with former Vice President Biden should not disqualify him to run for president. The jury foreman says the guilty verdict in the murder of Karina Vetrano was a slam dunk. AOC calls for subpoenas because the White House is not cooperating with the investigation into security clearances. 10-10 winds, AccuWeather, clouds increasing, and we'll see some rain tonight. Overnight low 42.
This is John Mitko. Here's the baseball. Mets Marlins tonight in Miami. Jason Vargas makes the start. The Yanks will pitch Masha here at Tanaka against the Tigers at the stadium. And it's the NIT semis in the Garden.
I'm Bloomberg's Larry Kofsky. The stock market turning a bit higher as we start the final hour. The Dow still down 73, but the S&P 500 is turned up. The NASDAQ is up 19.
Wednesday time, 3:01. From the Ram Trucks Traffic Center, here's Greg Rice.
Well, bad on the Belton, Brooklyn eastbound side. We still have this wreck getting up towards Erskine Street, and we've got a mess from before Knapp Street getting into the area. The westbound rubbernecking going back towards Cross Bay Boulevard, but not nearly as bad as the eastbound go. Eastbound BQE is slow from 7th Avenue on the inbound Gowanus all the way on up towards the area of White Avenue. Westbound into Tillery Street, the right lane still partially blocked as they get rid of a breakdown in the area D, and we cannot shake this northbound wreck getting up towards the area of the Cross Bronx. I see a cop car and a van involved still sitting there, and a mess going back to the RFK Bridge. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound George, you're fine. West side, the best way out. No major issues. Lincoln or Holland. Traffic sponsored by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey is bringing all cashless tolling to the Outer Bridge crossing. There'll be less congestion, improved safety, and no more toll booths. Get EasyPass today. Make your trip even easier. Learn more at joineasypass.com. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 3:02. 2 cops were hurt this afternoon while working crowd control at the funeral for a rabbi in Borough Park, Brooklyn. Here's Police Commissioner James O'Neill.
There's 2 things that happened. There was a drone that came out of the sky, hit a police officer, I think minor injuries. And there was a police officer that was injured by a car in the funeral procession. I'm not sure the extent, not likely, but it looks like he might have a broken ankle.
The person who was operating the drone is being questioned, but no charges have been filed. With former Vice President Joe Biden facing questions over his past behavior toward women, Michael Bloomberg, who ruled out a 2020 presidential run, reportedly may reconsider if Biden doesn't get into the race. Sources tell Axios Bloomberg would likely take the centrist path, with many other candidates moving to the left. Aides to Biden are stepping up their defense. Spokesman Bill Russo blasted right-wing trolls for conflating images of Biden embracing colleagues and friends in his official capacity during swearing-in ceremonies with uninvited touching. 2 women who say Biden acted inappropriately with them have gotten the attention of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She says the women's assertions that Biden touched them inappropriately years ago are not a reason for him to abandon the idea of running for president. However,
I think that it's important for the Vice President and others to understand it isn't what you intended, it's how it was received.
And View co-host Meghan McCain is standing behind Biden, tweeting that he is one of the truly decent and compassionate men in all of American politics. Bernie Sanders' campaign says he's raised more than $18 million over the first 6 weeks of his presidential bid. That's about $6 million more than Senator Kamala Harris has taken in. Perhaps the big surprise is how South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg has caught on. His campaign announced yesterday that he's raised $7 million. Both he and Harris entered the race several weeks before Sanders announced. Checking AccuWeather, breezy tonight, clouds thicken up. A few hours of rain in the city and the suburbs closest to the coast. Winds will be gusting up to 35 miles an hour. An overnight low 42, then clouds should exit tomorrow early. Windy and milder with mostly sunny skies in the afternoon, a high 63. It's 49 degrees, partly cloudy skies, humidity 37%, wind south at 3, repeating the current temperature. 49 heading down to 42. Wins News Time, 3:05. It didn't take long for a jury in Queens to return a guilty verdict yesterday, convicting Channel Lewis in the killing of Karina Vetrano 2.5 years ago in Howard Beach. Today, the jury foreman, Brian Morrissey, spoke with ABC 7.
It was a slam dunk case. It was a slam dunk case. DNA was overwhelming. You got 1 in a trillion, 1 in a billion. He confessed to it, was not coerced. What can I say?
Vetrano's family erupted in cheers when the verdict was read. This was the second trial. The first one ended in a hung jury. Lewis's attorneys have promised an appeal. There'll be a vigil tonight for Samantha Josephson in her hometown, Robbinsville, New Jersey. A senior at the University of South Carolina was killed last week in Columbia, South Carolina. Correspondent Victor Oquendo reports.
The 21-year-old was last seen early Friday morning hopping into what she mistakenly thought was her Uber. Police say the man behind the wheel, Nathaniel Rowland, kidnapped and killed her. On Monday, the coroner releasing the student's cause of death, announcing she was killed by multiple sharp force objects. Uber has released a statement calling this an unspeakable crime, saying that their hearts are with Samantha Josephson's family and loved ones.
Josephson's funeral is set for tomorrow. Fire swept through 3 townhouses in Lodi, New Jersey early today. Blaze was reported about 6:30 on Home Place. Smoke alarms were working. All the residents got out safely. No injuries reported. No word yet on the cause. 1 person was killed, 2 others seriously hurt in a fire in a chemical plant that's still burning out of control near Houston. Officials are urging anyone who lives within a mile of the plant to evacuate. Others in the area are being told to turn off their fans or air conditioners and try to stay in an area of the home with no windows. Investigators say it appears the fire was sparked by one of the chemicals inside the plant. Outspoken New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is calling for subpoenas, saying the White House isn't cooperating with the congressional investigation into security clearances.
I mean, every day that we go on without getting to the bottom of this matter is a day that we're putting hundreds, if not potentially thousands of Americans at risk. I mean, really, what is next? Putting nuclear codes in Instagram DMs?
White House Security Advisor turned whistleblower Tricia Newbold has told congressional Democrats that White House security clearances for dozens of administration officials were initially denied by security experts, only to be overruled by the administration. Democratic House Oversight Committee Chairman Elijah Cummings has proposed a resolution authorizing a subpoena to bring former White House official Carl Klein to testify about this matter. Propulsion health care will be a key issue in the 2020 presidential race, and President Trump insists Republicans are working on a health care plan. Democrats say they have their doubts. Here's correspondent Karen Trumper.
President Trump in a tweet overnight once again pledging to keep in place one of the more popular provisions of the Affordable Care Act. The president writing, quote, Republicans will always support pre-existing conditions. Under Obamacare, 52 million people with pre-existing conditions now have protection. Last week, the Trump administration sided with a federal judge who says the entire law should be struck down as unconstitutional. If Obamacare is invalidated in court, those protections for people with pre-existing conditions would be scrapped.
Wins News Time, 3:09.
Lowe's knows you're the handyman who does it right to power through a project because you can't wait to get to the next one. We do it right too, with deals on the tool brands you trust, like DeWalt. Now you can save $150 on a DeWalt 4-tool 20-volt maxi combo kit, including a drill, impact driver, reciprocating saw, and work light, all for just $249. Whatever project you're looking forward to taking on next, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid 3/27 through 4/3. See store for details. U.S. only.
Sarcoma. Odds are you've never heard that word before. For the 40 people diagnosed with sarcoma every day, it is a life-changing word. Because sarcoma is cancer. Through awareness, advocacy, and research, the Sarcoma Foundation of America is bringing hope to the families whose lives have been turned upside down by the cancer they've never heard of until diagnosis. Please join us in the fight to find a cure for sarcoma. For more information on the work of the Sarcoma Foundation of America, go.
Okay, I don't even make a one-eye anymore. But that's how one-eye is supposed to look. I mean, that was absolutely just, you talk about off his back. I mean,
Mrs. Met was here. She stayed over the house. And she never misses anything. So I was in my office and she was in the living room watching the game. And I knew she had the game on, and I had the game on in the office. I was flicking around, and when he swung, my set's a couple of seconds ahead of hers. I said, home run coming. As he hit it, I was, what a bomb that was. I mean, 444 feet. I mean, that was a rocket ship. He hits the ball. I mean, he is a big, big man. He hits the ball really, really hard. And it looks okay so far, so you got to be very happy with him. If you're the Mets, you got to be happy. I tell you, the Mets are having a party. I mean, they're the happiest team I've ever seen. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, they put something in the water with those guys. I mean, have you seen a team jump around as much as the Mets are? Smith, all the rookies, you know, Rosario. Did you see them jumping around that dugout last night? I mean, I'm like, what they feed these guys? When have you seen a Met team that happy? I can't remember. Riggleman keep chirping in Mickey's ear. Every time I look, Riggleman's chirping in Mickey's ear, which is good for Mickey. Keep listening, Mickey. Keep listening. Riggleman knows what he's doing. So keep listening. But I've never seen a team so, I mean, Smith and, and the big guy they love each other. They told me that down in spring training. You know, they're just happy to be here. They're having a ball. They are absolutely having a ball. They really are. And, they just, it's all for one for all right now, and they're having an absolute party. They really are. I mean, how happy were they last night? I couldn't believe it. I can't remember looking into a Met dugout and seeing a Met team that happy in a long time. I mean, really, Rosario, Alonso, Smith, Lagares, all of them. They're having a party. I know took an over last night. So, I mean, I know we can talk about a couple things. We want to get on a couple of things there with the Mets. We can get on. A little bit of defense here and there with certain players. Let's not get picky. We've only seen a couple of games. Talking about defense, how about Sanchez's throws? I mean, what do we, I don't want, there were a couple of years, might have to go back a ways for you folks for this. When Thurman came up, he had a habit of doing that with his throws. He would try to throw them to second so fast sidearm. He'd be throwing those balls that would just slice, like your worst slice. They would slice right around the second base and right in the right center field. I mean, Thurman would throw those. He'd come up, he'd fling them, he'd be off balance, he'd be flinging them side-eye. Maybe he'd be like, Thurman, would you set yourself and stop trying to throw this way? And he'd be throwing the ball in the right center field. Well, that's exactly what Sanchez, I mean, what is he doing? I mean, he is throwing these balls all on. Now, last night, I think the throw should have been caught. But he has made some horrific throws in the first couple of days of this season. Now, he's hit a couple of home runs. So we can look for a couple positives, but boy, oh boy, his throwing's been really, and he's got a good arm. We know that. That means he's just not setting your feet. That's all it is. It's just not taking time to set your feet. And I don't know if you caught this. The Mariners are off fast, okay? Now, not that matters, okay? They're 6-1. But how about the fact that Bruce is home with 3 games in a row? Now, last year, Bruce, he didn't hit the ball 3 times in a row until Memorial Day, I don't think. He actually hit 3 home runs. Now, Mariners have got like 9,000 home runs already. They actually got 3 guys who were at the top of the league in the home runs and RBIs. So they are like pounding the ball. They're off to a 6-1 start. I mean, there's a lot of teams off the, they're off to start. The Orioles are 3-1. So everyone thinks the Orioles are going to be the surprise team in baseball. Be careful. Be careful with that, okay? I understand the Red Sox right now are 1-4. And I understand, right now that, there's teams that are off to be like the Yankees didn't get off fast, and the Red Sox are 1-4. I was saying, the Red Sox, what, this is going to be the whole season? Oh, really? No, it's going to be the whole season. I mean, come on, it's 5 games. Don't get crazy. But people do get crazy when you start. If you, like, you're going to have a 7-game losing streak sometime in the season. But if you start off the season with that losing streak, it's a crisis. They start analyzing every move you made over the winter. They start deciding that the magic is gone. They start deciding that why did I already hear? Why did the Red Sox come? Why did the Red Sox? But the story there is has actually hit, and his home run last night, I think, traveled like 9.5 miles. And yes, I've seen already that they are saying it's Bruce that rhymes with Bruce. But listen, come on, be fair. Don't start already. It's 3 home runs. But Davis out there has already got 5. The guys on the West Coast have hit so many home runs already. Between the Dodgers, the A's, and the Mariners, they've already hit like 9 million home runs. They'll have 4 and 5 home runs already. Back here, they're just getting started. NIT tonight. Now, this is an NIT you have to like, okay? You have to like basketball. But leave it to me. I watched the end of the South Florida ball game, so, that's what you're dealing with. Lipscomb, which has had a terrific season against Wichita State, which you know is one of my pet teams. And Marshall will join us, one of the great coaches. Just won his 500th game. One of the great coaches in America. How good is Wichita? Wichita's been a darling in the tournament so many years. This year they had to really rally to get to the NIT. They were awful early in the season. They were so bad, it was unbelievable. By the end of the year, they almost got the NCAA. They lost to Cincy in their conference tournament, which was a terrific conference, and lost 66-63 or 69-66. They lost by 3 points. And they were playing well for them. And then they did something that's never been done before in the NIT ever. Now, they should have been in the top half of the bracket, so they would at least got 1 home game. They didn't. They put them in the 6th spot, which is ridiculous, because they deserve better. They're royalty. Why are they royalty? In the last 10 years, there's only 4 teams in this country that have won 22 or more games every season. You want to guess who they are? All right. One is Duke. Good guess. Think for a second, I think you get the second. Second is Gonzaga. Okay, you can see that, Gonzaga every year. The third? I think you're going to guess Kansas or Kentucky or North Carolina. The answer is Kansas. The fourth is Wichita State. 22 wins or more. Only 4 teams in America have won 22 games or more 10 straight years. Duke, Kansas, Gonzaga, and Wichita State. Lipscomb, Wichita State game on tonight at the Garden. And they did something that has never been done before in this new NIT. They beat the 1, 2, and the 3 seed in their bracket on the road. They put him in Furman. I was like, boy, that's a rough game. They beat Furman. They put him in Clemson. They beat Clemson. They sent him to Indiana. They did Indiana. So they beat the 1, 2, and 3 all on the road. Never been done before since they went to this format. And now they're here tonight and playing well against Lipscomb. Lipscomb's good though. This is not an easy game by any stretch. It's a very tough game. And TCU, Texas, if you care. That's the other game. So that's where we are. We got that. We got some other college basketball. Cal's, I could have told you this a long time ago. Cal's, taking a lifetime deal in Kentucky that takes him past his playing days. Listen, Cal's got one boss, his wife. His wife loves Lexington. She's a small town girl. She's from Kansas. That's where we met her. We met her there. She had previously, when she was very young, been married to a great NFL player named Nolan Cromwell. You may have known he was a great player for the Rams. Played Kansas. They were kids. And then she met Cal later on. They got married. And Cal was an assistant to Larry Brown of Kansas. She loves Lexington. If you went to Lexington, you love it too, because it's a great city. It's a beautiful city. In March, it meant that it's the prettiest city in America. If you like racing, it's great. If you like living in a city that has culture, class, sophistication, that's Lexington. It's a great of it. That's how nice it is. That's beautiful. So, he's never leaving. Absolutely never. First of all, he doesn't belong in the pros. Secondly, that's where so he signs a lifetime deal to stay there, which makes sense. You know, now they can't. But why would they want him? The guy wins 30 games, they'll be there. So, the bottom line is, we get ready for what is a different Final Four. I mean, you got some new names there, different names. Is this big ratings? It's tough, you know. It's tough. There's not a lot of marquee value, especially now that Zion's out. Now the biggest story in college basketball isn't about any of those 4 teams. It's about what sneaker Zion's going to pick. Give me a break, huh? I don't know. I don't care what sneaker he picks. Pick any sneaker you want. Pick a new sneaker. Whatever you want. Anything you want. That's what's up next right now. What sneakers are going to be? Pick them up. We got a lot to do. Get it all rolling. Marshall coming up. Joe Girardi coming up. Right after this.
Hi, my name is Nicole. I'm a professional photographer and I go to B&H. I do mostly portrait and events, and B&H is where I get my equipment from. Having someone to go to answer questions on supplies and product, they were great. The fact that I could put their lens on my camera and test it out was an amazing experience. And they're the first store that I recommend to anyone else. They're so knowledgeable. And I wonder if there's a B&H school that everybody has to go to. I've never asked a question that they didn't know the answer to. It takes all the guesswork out. They really have that down to a science. They don't fool around. They're just so good at what they do, and that is really refreshing. I don't think there's another photography store like them anywhere.
B&H, where we have service down to a science. Located at 34th Street, 9th Avenue, and at B&H.com. Open every day except Friday afternoon and Saturday. Free parking available.
I'm a professional photographer, and I go to B&H.
If you're looking for a reason to work with a local Geico agent, I have all of them, because I'm the voice of reason. Reason 1, Geico agents could help you save on more than car insurance. Reason 2, they can help tailor your policy to fit your needs. Reason 3, they're local. And 4, they're local. Yes, I already said that, but it's still a good reason. And if you're looking for more ways to save, your local Geico agent can help with more than just your auto insurance. Stop by or give them a call today. They're here to help.
Let's observe the inflatable noodle man. His constant undulating impresses people to look at me, look at...
Ladies that thought it was okay to use certain words and use certain terms to get under the skin of the opposing pitcher. And I was appalled by it and did nothing. He could have done that, relieved his guilt, without getting specific. And he targeted Lenny as being the guy.
But that doesn't sell the book. So, when you want to sell a book, you name names.
Listen, I don't know. I'm not in his pocket. I'm sure he wrote the book to make money. But, at what expense? Right? I mean, these are guys, like you brought up the Freddie Shero. We win today, we walk together forever. That team is always going to be a team, no matter what happens to the Mets going forward. That 86 team is always going to be together. All right? I'm not saying they all have to like each other. They don't have to love each other. But if you're just going to stab somebody in the back to sell a book, I'm sorry, that's not the right thing to do.
All right, we're going to have Darryl Strawberry on in about 7 minutes, so please stay tuned, maybe even sooner than that. So just hang, and we'll have Darryl on to talk about this and whether he heard Lenny ever say anything like that, if he heard it before Game 3, and if he ever heard Lenny say anything like that within the confines of that clubhouse. Darryl is very, very honest, and we'll see exactly what he has to say. I have no idea what his answer is. I'm just telling you that. I just texted him today, said, D, can you come on? And he said, yes. I did not ask him if this is true or not. So when he says it, that'll be the first time I hear it. Kay, LaGreca, Rosenberg, and you, right here on Yes at 98.7 ESPN. We're down to the last 4 teams in the tourney, and it's sure to be an exciting finish. Even if your bracket is busted, you can still get some skin in the game by getting your bets in on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. The DraftKings Sportsbook app is the #1 mobile sportsbook in New Jersey. They have over-unders, player props, in-game betting, and special odds boost every day. The 20 semifinals are this Saturday, but there's still plenty of action this week. The NBA playoff race is heating up, and the MLB season just kicked off with games all week long. Plus, DraftKings will match your first bet up to $500. Remember, while you can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app from anywhere, you must be physically located located in New Jersey to place your bets. Download the new DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Limited time DraftKings will instantly match your first bet up to $500 when you use code EMPIRE at sign up on DraftKings.com or on the all-new DraftKings Sportsbook app. That's code EMPIRE, and DraftKings will instantly match your first bet up to $500. No gimmicks, no playthrough requirement. Only at DraftKings. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Restrictions apply.
The sales reps are admins who order food for meetings. Here's your secret weapon, EasyCater.com. Find reliable local restaurants, check ratings, and order online. Go to EasyCater.com or download the app. Easy Cater, business catering made easy.
Lowe's knows you're the pro who does it right to find more ways to save because your business depends on it. We do it right too, with savings every day. Plus, even more deals during our Spring Black Friday sale. Get $40 off 5-gallon buckets of select paint and stain via Lowe's gift card limit. Buy 3 more Purdy brushes and get 15% instant savings. And get up to 35% off select appliance special values. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Paint and stain offer valid through 4/10. Purdy appliance offers valid through 4/17. Exclusions apply. See store for details. US only.
I'm James Hinchcliffe. You may remember me from such IndyCar races as that one in Indianapolis or that other one in Texas. I'm in your speakers today to talk to you about the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event, where every Honda has the soul of a race car. Hence me, a race car driver. Now you're probably thinking, but James, how is this a dream? Big person asking me that question. It's called Dream because you can get the Honda of your dreams during this event. Hurry into your local Honda dealer for the Dream Garage Spring Event happening now.
Visit your local Honda dealer today. The refreshing cool after coming in from a hot summer day. The perfect temperature to kick off your shoes and relax with a good book. When the weather heats up, a new Rheem AC system will surround your family in total comfort. Are you feeling it? Rheem, the new degree of comfort. Feel the cool this summer with a new AC system. Besides incredible savings on Rheem factory rebates, very low financing may also be available. To learn more, click on Find a Pro at Rheem.com. That's RHEEM.com.
At Merrick, we know dogs are in charge. So our dog foods start with deboned meat, poultry or fish, and Sorry. Coming! And because real whole foods are better for your dog, each Merrick recipe is packed with whole fruits and vegetables. Excuse me. What do you want right now? Okay. Dogs are in charge. Serve them well. Merrick. Hey, you want your lucky red star? Napa know-how.
It's Love Your Car Month at Napa. And to show your car the love, get a Napa bucket for $2.99 and save 20% on almost everything you can fit inside. Like car wash, car wax, and tire shine. So save some cash and look good doing it by getting 20% off with the Napa bucket. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Participating in all the stores. Exclusions apply. Unit free offers. Napa. If you own a pair of Skechers, this ad is not for you because you already know that use comfortable shoes in the blanket. This ad is for those who have never tried Skechers, but if you have never experienced the utter bulky comfort of Skechers air-cooled memory foam or float across the ground on comfort pods or experience Skechers seamless nets, you're missing out. That's like never petting a puppy. So we've made this ad for you. Skechers. Live comfortably. Available at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
It's time for some straight talk. Picture this. Your favorite team is playing. You're streaming the game. 10 seconds left. Your team shoots. Oops. Your data runs out.
Look, don't let that happen. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get 25 gigs of high-speed data, all on America's largest and most dependable 4G LTE networks.
Join Team Straight Talk and get unlimited talk and text plus 25 gigs of high-speed data for just $45 a month.
Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less, only at Walmart.
There's 25 gigs at high speed, then 2G. See terms at straighttalk.com.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by the pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable. But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific
during this time, serving as a roadmap for people where to hear people out there to defend him. He just tweeted this out. He's got a sense of humor, I'll tell you that. He said, I know I'm a popular choice in death pools and all. So maybe Jesse Darling just gambled and lost when it came to my being alive on his book release day. He's now calling Darling Jesse after Jesse Smollett. Okay. Wow. He's doing it every day. So, Mike and Keisha on 98.7 ESPN. Brought to you by Geico. The real value in car insurance isn't how much you save, it's also the kind of service you get. I think Geico's been perfecting that for over 75 years. All right. If you've listened to this show as long as we've been on 17 years, you know how I feel about our next guest, Darryl Strawberry. He's one of the favorite people I've ever covered. He knows how I feel about him. I know how he feels about me. So when I texted him to come on, he said, of course. And he's nice enough to do it. Darryl, Michael, Don, and Peter, how are you today? What's not up? You're 86. You know, David Cone said yesterday on the Yankee broadcast that the 86 team is a gift that keeps giving, and it never stops giving. I mean, you guys sound like a wild bunch.
We're a fun bunch. They're good. They're good guys. Good personalities. But it definitely was a lot of fun being around that team.
All right, let's talk about the news that's out right now. Ron Darling wrote that before Game 3 of the World Series, oil can boy warming up, that Lenny Dykstra shouted things that even Jackie Robinson had never heard, racist comments. We talked to Doc yesterday, we talked to Kevin Mitchell, we talked to Lenny. All of them said we never heard it, and that's not the Lenny we knew. How about you? Did you hear him say it?
I've never heard it. Of course, there's not the Lenny that we knew. I mean, he's not that type of person. I'm quite sure he's had some troubles later in his life. We all go through some stuff, but it's kind of disappointed that, he got something to come out like that and say that Lenny was saying some things. Lenny was a true gamer. He was a hard-nosed player, and he played the game well. He showed up at the World Series like all the rest of us. And when you think about it, if it was up to us, I'm quite sure a lot of us would have heard him say something like that. So I'm just really disappointed that something would come out like that against him, especially at this time of his life. When he's going through, he's having a really difficult time, difficult challenges, and it's really not fair to him to be able to be put in a situation like that. If you're not trying to help a guy, why say anything? Don't put someone out there like that. I mean, because the guy that's got a problem, you're trying to. You put a guy out there with some, serious accusations, what I'm saying? He was saying some things that nobody else had heard.
So, Ronnie not get along with Lenny? Did Ronnie not get along with you guys in general on the team?
No, I mean, that's why it comes up. We all happy, in the basement, sometimes in the basement of the stream, what happens there should stay there. You shouldn't really go back and say things about players, it's just about a guy. A guy that was very popular on the team, fans loved him, he was a hard-nosed player.